Hey everybody, I am going to be creating this super simple card for Tonic Studios. I absolutely love their stamp sets, and I will have all of the supplies listed in the description box. And also, if you are not following me on Instagram, I will have a link to my Instagram as well. Eventually, my goal is to get to 10,000 followers over on Instagram. I'm not even halfway there, but it's good to have a goal. So I am going to start off with stamping out my my image, and the stamp set I'm using is Botanical Burst, and I'm using the small floral um, arrangement in that set, and I'm using the watercolor paper from Tonic Studios. And this is the first time I'm using the watercolor paper, and it's actually pretty nice. It's just enough texture on it, and although I'm not using a whole lot of water or anything on it, but it was really nice to blend out the colors. Um, so if you're looking for some watercolor paper to use, definitely give Tonic Studios watercolor paper a try. All right, so I stamped out my image with some, uh, what did I use? Oh, VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and it dries pretty quickly. It's not going to smear or anything. And now I'm going to go in with my Nuvo Aqua pens, and the colors I'm using are from the Spring Meadow pack. And also I use one from the Autumn Woodland pack as well. And I'm also using one of Tonic Studios water brushes, so it holds water in it. It makes it really easy for this type of coloring, so that I don't have to I don't have to go get a cup of water or anything. And what I do is I add a little bit of water to the flower or the petals. In this case, the flowers were so small, I just added the water to the full flower. If I were to do bigger, like a bigger flower with bigger petals, I would do one petal at a time. And then I'll go in with the color and kind of put a little bit of color onto the petals and then blend it out a little bit. I did the second one a little bit different, although I liked the one where I added the water first. I'm not going to bore you with coloring both of the images because I only use one anyways. But the second image, what I did was I added the color straight to the watercolor paper and then blended it out with the water. So there's definitely lots of different ways you can do this. It's pretty simple to do. I'm not looking to, for it to be super detailed or perfect. I just want to get a little bit of color onto the image, and this is a great way to do it. Very simple. I love the Aquaflow pens. They are amazing to use. If you haven't tried them, I definitely would recommend trying them. There's so many different colors, and they come 3 to a pack, and they're just so easy to use. And there's, again, lots of colors. So I'm adding the green to the leaves, of course, and I added the purple and then a little bit of pink. And then now I'm going to go in with a little bit of brown from the Autumn Woodland pack of the Aquaflow pens. And I just wanted just a little different color. I didn't really want to add yellow, but some of the little, I don't even know what they're called, like the little brown things that you would see like in a swamp. I don't even know what they're called. I know what they're called, but of course I can't spit it out. Anyways, foxtails. I think they're called foxtails. Anyways, I believe they're brown, so that's why I wanted to add a little bit of brown, and I didn't really feel like adding yellow to the centers of the flowers. I just put a little brown on them. I think it looks great. So after I color them, I am going to cut it out, and I'm using some of the little mini snips, which are amazing for cutting these images out, or fussy cutting. I'm sorry, it's a little late and my daughter's been sick for almost a week. I am so sleep deprived, so I feel like I am saying way more than I usually do, and I cannot spit out my words more than normal. So I do apologize for that. But I'm just going to cut out this image, the stamped image, and these cut like they're just so amazing, especially with the watercolor paper. I was a little bit worried trying to fussy cut this image out from watercolor paper, but the snips are amazing. They cut through anything. All right, so I am taking some VersaMark ink. This is just like a watermark ink, and just making an impression on this gray cardstock. And nothing too fancy here, so I'm going to do it on the bottom and then the top here, and just going to stamp it down. And I want to make sure that I am getting enough pressure on there so that it stamps really nicely. I didn't want to have to stamp it over again. This is a really good way just to add a little extra to your card. I didn't want it to be too busy, but it just gives it a little something in the background. And I cut the gray panel to 3 3/4 by 5 so that it fits really nicely on the card here. It gives a little bit of an edge. And I popped it up with some foam, some fun foam. Then I'm going to pop up the stamped image as well with some foam just in the center. And it is upside down. I actually liked it upside down a little bit more for this card. I don't know why, I just did. And I stamped out Sending Prayers with the VersaFine Onyx Black ink on just some watercolor paper, cut it out, popped it up with some foam adhesive or some fun foam, and I use the Deluxe adhesive to adhere everything together. I absolutely love that adhesive. And now I'm going to add some Nuvo drops to the card, just a few down at the bottom in the left there, and then a couple on the top right. And that is going to complete the card. I'm going to give you a little up close look. Just a second. There you go. Pretty simple. I love how this card turned out, and unfortunately with life, these are some cards that we probably should have on hand just in case. But anyways, that is going to be my card for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you are new to my channel, I hope you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time that I upload a video. Also, leave me a comment down below. I love reading them, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it, and don't forget to share it on social media. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.